Are you a person who works a regular job, 40 to 60 hours a week with regular paychecks, with a company that you plan to be with for years and years? For this video, I'm going to go ahead and call you the career type or careerists. Or, like me, does your income come from random gigs, such as donations for making videos, or short-term contracts, or part-time work, or driving Uber, or any of these non-traditional and other non-career type jobs? Let's call ourselves the gig type or gig workers. I think we can agree that the career types often hate their jobs, even if they won't admit it. They tend to have long, hard hours doing boring or even dangerous tasks. I suspect the ones who say they love their jobs are either lying or they're overpaid and so they just endure it. Gig types, on the other hand, usually struggle to make ends meet. There's no job security and income is erratic. However, gig workers are able to pursue things that we have a passion for. We can choose to work on things that we feel actually have meaning. You can see my 300 plus videos. I have a passion for this. It doesn't pay the bills, but it does feel authentic. Now, as automation and artificial intelligence continue to improve and be implemented in working environments, the number of available careers are going to continue to decrease. Technology is replacing traditional jobs. And this is not a new trend. It's not going to end anytime in the near future. What bothers me is the disdain that many of the career types, most often I'm talking about baby boomers here, have for us gig types. They don't seem to understand that many of us had no choice in this matter. There simply aren't enough of what they call real jobs to go around, and it's not merely because many of us have academic degrees which don't appear relevant to anything in what they call the real world. Trust me, the lack of job security and living from paycheck to paycheck is difficult enough. We don't need to hear careerists casting aspersions on our life choices, but I guess they do this because they want to feel better about being wage slaves and soul-sucking, mind-numbing, spirit-crushing jobs themselves. Either way, I'd like to assert that in an ideal world, robots and artificial intelligence will fill all the spirit-crushing jobs, while humans are free to pursue their passions for a living. To the careerist, and perhaps to many people who call themselves conservative, that notion seems incomprehensible and delusional. As a conservative, I understand the careerist cynicism on this. Too often we hear progressive liberals, usually millennials, pushing for utopian ideas that are completely divorced from reality. But the fact is, this trend towards less careers, more robots, and more unemployment is well underway, and it is a reality. And this transitory phase is painful for many of us. Our expectations and attitudes have not adapted to the gig economy. Resumes with spotty work histories are thrown in the garbage, donations are few and far between for people like me who make videos, and the disrespect for non-careerists is widespread and commonplace. But as robots take over, more folks are going to have to face this new reality. Sure, some careers will remain. You people who say you're happy working long, hard hours, maybe you should learn how to code. You'll be fine. But for those of us ready, willing, and indeed being forced to adapt in a deeper, more meaningful sense, how we're going to live in the AI-heavy gig economy on the horizon is a philosophical question that we must grapple with. In the past, technology took over many physically grueling jobs, and artificial intelligence is currently taking over many mentally taxing jobs. So what will be left for us humans? Well, if the mechanization took over for the body, computers are taking over for the mind, what about the spirit or the soul? I assert that fields like religion, politics, and philosophy will never be dominated by technology, at least not in our lifetime. Matters of faith, spirituality, governance, and metaphysics, just to name a few, can never be fully or satisfactorily explored by machines. However, a world where machines serve such pervasive roles will be one open to abuse by the elites. We are already seeing the abuse of technology by YouTube, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and many others, in trying to suppress conservative thought and politically incorrect speech. As artificial intelligence takes on a stronger role in society, it will certainly be used to oppress people with certain religious, political, and philosophical beliefs. In this way, I think devoting ourselves to gigs where we can express and promote these core, fundamentally human beliefs is a necessity and a duty. In other words, we humans must become more spiritual and philosophical in the face of the rise of the machines. I just pray more of the careerists will appreciate those of us gigists who are already fighting this fight. Some of you 9-to-5ers might find yourself amongst our ranks in the near future. Well, if you do appreciate what I do, please check out my PayPal or Patreon accounts linked in the description below, and Patreon on the screen right about now. Or just sharing this video on your social media poison of choice, that's a great help too. So thanks a lot for clicking and watching, and we'll talk again really soon. Bye bye.